Brexit negotiators have begun work on a potential compromise that could see the European Union and Britain agree a trade deal in the coming months. European sources claim the two sides are having discussions on a potential landing zone that could form the basis of the future relationship. After the first face-to-face discussion since March, officials agreed to meet again in London next week in order to maintain the momentum. Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, and David Frost, the Prime Minister's top Europe advisor, yesterday ended their scheduled talks 24 hours early. It is understood negotiators are now focused on a bare-bones free trade agreement that eliminates tariffs and quotas, in order to seal a deal in the short time available. Officials are working on a compromise that will distance the UK from the ECJ's jurisdiction but while maintaining the Luxembourg-based court as the final arbiter of EU law. However, Brussels also expects British negotiators to show more flexibility by moving away from a number of its red lines, such as accepting a single overarching framework for the future agreement or more certainty for European fishermen who operate in the UK's waters. Mr. Frost and Mr. Barnier yesterday both warned of substantial hurdles towards a deal, but insisted they would continue working on securing an agreement. Mr. Barnier signalled that he is ready to reshape the EU's demand for a regulatory level playing field by acknowledging Boris Johnson's concerns over a potential role for the European Court of Justice in any future relationship. But the Frenchman urged Mr. Frost to return to London to secure permission for a similar compromise that could break the impasse. He said that Brussels had listened carefully to UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson's statements in recent weeks, including no role for the European Court of Justice in the UK, no obligation for the UK to continue to be bound by EU law, and an agreement on fisheries that shows Brexit makes a real difference. Mr. Barnier added, the EU expects its positions to be better understood and respected in order to reach an agreement.